Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Narc Slayer Speaks TV. This is your girl coming to you once more and again. I told y'all I would be back. I hope everybody's doing okay. Um, Welcome over to Slayer Gang. If you guys could be so kind to go ahead and hit that like button on your way in. Hello to my replay gang. Thank you for pulling up with me. I really appreciate your time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's okay. Hope everyone had a wonderful Easter. Hope everybody enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Just be thankful for seeing another day and being able to wake up and get your day started and finish off the day and start over again in the morning. It's all a blessing. But what I wanted to come here and talk about right now with you guys is people who have unhealed or unprocessed trauma. Have you guys heard of that? When someone has unhealed wounds, and this could be wounds from their childhood. This could be wounds from past relationships. This could be wounds from, trauma with their adult children. Just things that are unresolved within them. And what happens is with people like that is they bleed on you. Okay. And when I say bleed on you, is all that unhealed dysfunction that's within them, they bleed it onto you. They dump it onto you. You are now the one that is kind of like their whooping boy. Okay, if that makes sense. You become an indirect target. These people, most of the time, they don't even know how they're affecting you and what their unhealed trauma is doing to you. And mostly that's because they haven't addressed the bleeding. These people have not sought any type of professional services, assistance, or help from someone with a PhD behind their last name. You will find these type of people right here on YouTube. You will also see them on Facebook, possibly even Instagram. Okay. These type of people come to social media looking for the type of services that I just mentioned. Okay. I'm not qualified to, professionally help a person that's dealing with something of that nature. I'm not a clinician. Never have claimed to be. There are clinicians, psychologists, types of people on social media. But for the most part, these people, they have these type of platforms and pages and channels or whatever like that. And they proclaim that they're these types of people that's out here, trying to encourage the world and shed light and do this and do that. But at the same time, it's a front. It's a front and it's a fraud. And it's only a front and a fraud, you guys, because they have unhealed trauma that they have not fully addressed. Okay. These are the type of people that when your discernment tell you something wrong with him or something wrong with her, you better believe it. You better believe that shit, and you better get the packing. You better tread lightly, okay? Because these type of people will bleed on you profusely, to the point where you'll become dysfunctional right along with them. So we have to just be careful. The types of crowds that we dwell in, the type of energy coming up off of people that we take part in. When something don't feel right about a person, believe it, because it's not right. Okay? Don't second guess it. Get the packing. Okay? For me, I don't wish bad on anyone. But at the same time, I'm not going to let you drain me. I'm not going to let you pull from me. I'm not going to let you pull me down. I'm not going to let you use me as a punching bag because you have unhealed trauma and you have no self-control over your mouth, your actions. You're just all over the place. You go from one extreme to another one when you speak. These people are manipulative because they're highly dysfunctional, okay? They can talk a good game. They'll have you thinking that they're the sister or the brother of the Pope, all right? In my opinion, these types of people are borderline, if not fully narcissistic, okay? Unhealed trauma can do a doozy on anybody. When we go through things that are horrible in nature, tragedies, we see things that we may not have saw, things that were said to us that were horrible, that maybe should not have been said, just life events that are, tragic. We've all went through something. What it did to you is what it did to you. What it did to me is what it did to me, because we're all different on how we process things, right? But at the same time, we have to take responsibility for ourselves and our behavior. We have to have sense to know that because that hurt us, that we want to get back in a healthy space. We don't want to bleed on other people that have not did anything wrong to us, right? That wouldn't be fair, would it? Would it be fair to take your frustrations, your anger, your dysfunction, your mental illness out on someone else that hasn't done anything to you? That right there warrants an appointment with the psychologist, okay? Because that ain't normal, right? If you want healthy, you're going to have to be healthy, right? Because if you're unhealthy, you're going to attract unhealthy people, unhealthy situations. That's what you're going to find yourself in. And for me, when I feel something's unhealthy, like I said, I get the packing. Okay? You gotta go. Because we go through enough in life on a daily that we don't need extra baggage from people adding to the things that we already have in front of us, right? We don't mind helping. We don't mind being there for you. We don't mind, helping you get the assistance that you may need. We don't mind that, because I certainly don't, right? If we say that we're a good person, we don't mind helping other people. But at the same time, you have to set boundaries. You have to put your foot down on what you're not going to take and what you're not going to accept, right? Because then you'll find yourself going round and round with the dysfunctional person. That's where you have to get off the bus. Okay? Dealing with people who have unhealed or unprocessed trauma is really not something to play with. Okay? Because you'll find yourself caught up in that trauma right along with them. Trauma bonding. You'll bond with them because the trauma in them have stirred up trauma in you. Okay? So you have to be strong enough to discern on what you're going to deal with and what you're not going to deal with. For one, I only want healthy relationships around me. Okay? Strong people, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to be able to bounce off of you when I need some strength, and you're going to be able to bounce off of me when you need strength, if that makes sense. If we both weak, how we going to help each other? Right? So that doesn't make sense, right? We have to practice putting ourselves first and not putting the feelings of other people first, especially if it's detrimental to your sanity. You find yourself being frustrated. You find yourself being triggered by people. When people say that they're triggered, that's a weakness. Because if you had healed trauma, you wouldn't be triggered by anything. You'd be able to hear this or hear that, see this or see that. That's a person that is unhealed, okay? And they have a lot of work to do within themselves. But in the interim, while they're working on themselves, you have to be careful because they're going to continue to bleed on you. You want to be there for people like that, but at the same time, you don't want to be emotionally abused due to their dysfunction that they're going through. So what do you do in that instance? Do you abandon the person, or do you stick it out with them? If I was asked that, I would say I would create boundaries on what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. I'm going to be very honest with you. When I see something wrong that you said or done, I'm going to call you out on it. I'm going to tell you about it. Okay? I'm not going to just sit here and act like I don't see it or I didn't hear it. No, it is what it is. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Okay? I'm going to be very honest with you about your behavior. If it sucks, it sucks. Okay? I'm not going to coddle you. We're all adults, I feel like. Put them big girl panties on. Whether you unhealed or not, you still know right from wrong. Okay? You still know right from wrong. You ain't that freaking crazy. So a lot of these type of people know what they're doing. They just know how to play on the heartstrings of the unsuspecting people. They know how to manipulate. Okay. So I just feel like just guard your heart, guard your minds, guard your souls, because it's some nasty ass people in this world. And a lot of the trauma that they have is trauma that they created, but they're not going to tell you that. All right. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to play the victim card and make it like somebody did something to them. You're never going to get the whole story. You're never going to get the truth. These type of people specialize in subliminals. They can't keep it real for shit because they have unhealed trauma. They have complexes about themselves. They have low self-esteem. Because a person that was confident, they can put a name to anything. They don't have to throw subliminals. They don't have to play the victim. They can stand in the paint on whatever the situation is. Okay. So for me, when I sense weaknesses in people like that, that's a red flag. A red flag. When you can't be told certain things because you get easily offended, that's a red flag. Those are people who have low self-esteem issues, and they also have complexes about themselves. They have personality disorders. Okay. And it's just sad when you take a liking to people of this type. You want to see the good in everybody, right? But at the same time, you want to know the truth about everybody because nobody wants to get played. I know I don't, because I don't have the temperament for it, nor do I have the time or energy. Okay. People are too old to play games with each other, right? We're all adults. So it's just hard to deal with people on a transparent level who are dealing with things that they have not addressed, that have hurt them. They have not fully addressed it. So you have to be careful what you listen to out here on this internet, who you're listening to and what the hell they're saying. Okay. People who get on here and constantly play that woe is me, somebody did this to me, somebody did that, this person and that ain't in my life and all this rhetoric. Something's wrong with that. Something's wrong with that, because you want to say what somebody did, but what did you do? Won't you talk about what you did or said? What did you do wrong? So you have to see if you're going to hear that part. If you don't never hear that part, you just hear them pointing a finger at this one, that one, him, her, them. Beware. Watch it. Watch it. Because as we all know, it's two sides to every story, right? Well, some people say it's three. Theirs, yours, and then the truth, right? These type of people are liars, only because they have issues with acknowledgement and accountability. Okay. They have issues with accepting their roles in things that have took place. They don't want to acknowledge that. And I believe that partially that's because of whatever has happened to them in their life. They always feel attacked. And you may not even be attacking them, right? You may not even be attacking them. Not at all. But they're going to take it that way. Quick, too. They're going to fly off the handle. And you be like, oh my God, what the fuck wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't even tripping with you. Wasn't even tripping with you, but you took it like that easily. Honey, you have unhealed trauma, boo-boo. You need to heal that, boo-boo. Okay? Because you out here bleeding on people, and that ain't right. You know, you bleeding on people that could actually be there for you and uplift you. They probably have done that for you in ways, but you so quick-tempered and easily triggered because you have a problem with accountability and acknowledgement. Heal that, boo-boo, so that you can be whole again. Okay? Because who wants to live in a world with deranged, unhinged, mentally disturbed people walking around? Like, it's creepy. That's some creepy shit. That's creepy as hell. You know? Whatever happened to them in their life, a lot of it is not their fault. Take me, for instance. You know, there's things that have happened in my life that was not my fault. If I had a fucking crystal ball, I wouldn't have went that route. You know what I'm saying? And maybe things wouldn't have happened. You know, a lot of unhealed trauma is not our fault. You know, things could have happened to us when we were children. We weren't treated right as kids. Inappropriate things could have took place when you was a child. I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. Okay? That's not what I'm saying. And, you know, I do feel sorry for people that have went through a lot of trauma. I'm one of them. I've went through trauma. I did get the necessary counseling for it. Okay? Because I want to be whole. I want to be healthy minded. I don't want to bleed on nobody. What I went through is not you guys' fault. Okay? So I would be wrong to come out here and just be wilding out, acting like somebody owe me something. Okay? Going from one extreme to the other one. You know, always coming out here talking about what somebody did to me. Not realizing that I could have did something to somebody, right? Not realizing that it's me. Those are people who have things that psychologically they need to get addressed. A lot of Black folk don't believe in going and sitting on the couch of a therapist. I don't know why. That can be your confidential outlet. You can go to them sessions and just let it all hang out and walk up out of there and feel so much better. 10 pounds lighter. There's nothing wrong with getting help that you may need. But in the interim, while you're getting the help, make sure you're not bleeding on other people. That ain't right. Because everybody ain't gonna be understanding, and they gonna read you your rights. Okay, they gonna have only so much patience with your ass to where they gonna snap, crackle, and pop and not give no fucks. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to talk about, things that have happened to us in our lives and the more healthier way to deal with it, which is to get the help that you need. In the interim, watch how you talk to people, watch how you deal with people, be open to constructive criticism because none of us are perfect. And we're all prone to say something wrong or offensive to somebody. Be open to hearing that instead of being closed-minded to it, like your shit don't stink. Okay? Have a little bit of self-control to where you know how to get out your feelings and try to think about how other people feel. And I know that's hard for a person that is unhealed. I'm asking for a lot from an unhealed person, right? I wish people would stop running to social media and opening channels, opening pages, opening accounts, and then looking for counseling services through people in their chat. Okay. The way I look at social media, for instance, YouTube, when you have a channel, the way I'm running my channel, and I can only speak for myself. People gonna do what they want. That's on them. But as far as me, I'm on here to pour into other people. I don't mind to get poured into because I go through stuff just like anybody else. But I'm not coming out here looking for you guys to coddle me every time I hit the live button. No. People gonna get sick of that shit, right? Y'all ain't no therapists. I mean, I'm sure, I don't know what you guys do for a living and everything like that. Some of y'all may be therapists, clinicians, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that I'm not soliciting services from you guys. I'm on here to spread awareness for the things that I've said multiple times that I'm on here to spread awareness on. Okay? I love the encouragement. I get a lot of it from you guys. And I really appreciate it because it just lets me know that if it's only one person that is into what I'm saying and the messages that I'm spreading, then hey, I'll take it. I'll take that one person. I'm that confident in myself. I don't need 8,000 people. If I could get one or two, I'm fine with that. I'm not cocky in that way. What I'm cocky in is me spreading awareness, me trying to save lives, me talking about, healthy relationships and healthy minded people, what to look for, what to run away from, what to pack your bags up and get the hell out of Dodge from. That's the shit that I'm here for. I just feel like as content creators, our audience wants to hear from us. I don't know if we should be having the audience to be responsible for our trauma or our unhealed wounds that we're dealing with, if that makes sense. Now, we will make friends. We will talk to people offline, build relationships with certain people. There's nothing wrong with that. Just be cautious. Be cautious with that too. Because people gonna be people, whether it's on social media or at the damn nail shop. You know what I'm saying? Be careful, because a lot of people aren't who they say that they are. Because you can pretty much be anybody you want to be when you create these accounts on social media, right? Because nobody knows nobody. Choose quality people. It's a lot of charity cases out here. It's nothing wrong with being there for people, but sometimes they will take advantage of that, especially if they've worked on you good enough to where you didn't fell into that woe is me situation with them, right? Most of all, stay prayed up. Satan is out here walking amongst us, and he comes in many shapes, sizes, and forms. He's in the music. He's right here on the internet with us. When he want to get to you, he gonna try to get to you by any means necessary, honey. He gonna try to knock you off your square. And he gonna try hard. He gonna come to you in all kind of ways and work through the weak people that you may be surrounded by. We just have to stay prayed up, right? For those that have a relationship with the Most High, pray in the morning when you wake up. Thank God for letting you see another day. Pray over your family. Pray over yourself, your health. Pray for protection throughout the day. You make it through your day safely, and it's time to go to bed at night. You get on your knees again and thank God for letting you make it through the day. To where you can get in your bed and go to sleep at night. You pray over your family again, because so many, negative things happen overnight while we're sleeping. Them phone calls, they come in the 4 day in the morning, right? No, I've had situations where my phone has rang 3, 4 o'clock in the morning with bad news, So we want to pray against that. Just guard your energy, you guys. Be careful who you associate with. When you see red flags about somebody, go the other way. Pray them up off of you, because the devil is relentless. You know, he gonna try to still come at you in different ways, right? And every way that you recognize, you pray against it, because it's not godly, it's demonic. And that's all I really wanted to say to you guys. I wish everybody well. Everybody well. Even my enemies. People who don't like me for no reason. I wish you well. I pray for my enemies to become whole and normal again, to stop bleeding on people. It's just a lot that I could keep going and talking about, but I'm going to end it here and save the rest for another live. But I thank you guys for listening. If you made it to the end of this live, then you are a true Slayer Gang supporter. Okay. And I appreciate you. Please hit that like button for me. Also, feel free to leave a comment. And we just gonna take it from here. Okay. I will be live again. This is a pre-recorded live, but I'm planning a live soon. Okay. But until then, peace, love, blessings, and prosperity to you all. Be safe. Keep your head up. Stay strong. Stay positive. Most of all, stay prayed up. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Much love.